worried.
I'm fine. I'm here. What were you worried about? Can a fella take a leak? I just went to the toilet.
She smiled. Everything was all right. Her father stood before her, the little green eye shade he always wore pushed up, the jeweler's loop hanging on the black ribbon around his neck. His tie tucked into his vest so it would not interfere as he took apart and put back together all manner of watches and clocks. His fingers were still purple, too, she noticed. Papa, do you have any of that lubricating oil you use for the escapement wheels?
Sure, but what do you want with that?
I had an idea that maybe if we mixed it with alcohol, we could remove the stains on our fingers.
Doubtful, but if you want to try, go ahead.
She stood over a small basin and poured the oil first, and then the alcohol. Can I use this sponge?
Sure. I'll be finished here in a couple of minutes. Then I just have to pack up a few things to take home to work on. The Baron is coming by tomorrow for his watch.
The SARS watch?
That's the one.
Must be very valuable, Lilo said. She had now forgone the sponge and took up a wire brush that her father often used for cleaning his tools. She began scrubbing harder. Ouch!
What's wrong?
Nothing. A tiny bead of blood popped up where she had been scrubbing. One of the wires must have stuck right through her skin. Great, she thought. I'll probably get blood poisoning now from the damn purple dye going directly into my veins. 5 minutes later, they were walking out of the narrow street and onto a broader avenue.
Feels like summer, doesn't it?
Her father said. If only, Lilo sighed.
Don't worry, summer will be here sooner than you think.
It seems like a tease, Lilo said.
What?
You know, when it's warm like this but the days are growing shorter so fast. It's 9 more months until summer, Papa.
Ah, it will go by quickly.
Look at this, her mother said as they came into the apartment. She waved a photograph in her hand. From Uncle Andreas. Oh, let me see. It was a picture of Lilo on Cosmos, the beautiful Lippenzahner. Suddenly, summer seemed further away than ever, and Piber as far as the moon. Her Uncle Andreas was the head trainer at Piber, the stud farm for the famous Spanish riding school of Vienna, and every year they visited him for 2 weeks. With her uncle's coaching, she had learned to ride. It was on Cosmos's long back that she had mastered the first movement of the White Ballet, a classic in the riding school repertoire. In Vienna, only men rode the horses, but at Piber, women were allowed to hack the old stallions that had been retired from stud services. She set the photograph on the table, propped up against a flower vase. Her mother came over and ran her hand across the back of Lilo's head. Lovely picture, isn't it? Much better than the drawing I did of you on Cosmos. No, Mama, that's not so. You were trying to catch me when I was doing the first set of the dance steps. That was harder. Here, Cosmos is standing still.
Much schoolwork?
Some.
Some?
Some, yes. That means between 0 and much.
Well, you should get started,
her mother said, and gave her a pat on the head. But it was hard to get started. The window was open, and a soft breeze blew through the lace curtains, sunlight casting an embroidery of shadows on the polished table. It was as if the low-angled setting sun of the autumn was determined to be remembered and make a show of itself. She traced the shadow design lightly with her pencil, careful not to mark the table. She set down the pencil and examined the stains on her fingertips. Dared she even hope about Piber? Had her Uncle Andreas been fingerprinted as well?
Lilo, her mother called. Are you daydreaming?
It's too hot to study. Lilo looked at her parents. There are kids out there swimming in the canal.
Must be Roma girls, her mother muttered.
Mama, Lilo complained. Look at Lori. She's Roma. You love Lori. She doesn't dress racy. She doesn't wear makeup. She is one of the smartest girls in the class, and her family does not travel around in a caravan. They live in an apartment twice the size of ours.
She's an exception.